government is introducing an electronic levy. They are giving a tax relief to the rich and taxing heavily the most impoverished persons in Ghana.
What is preventing President Akufo-Addo from withdrawing the e-levy in Parliament, suspending it? And because consultations when you know more, you know, and town hall meetings, it's fake.
Yeah, and the brain home. It's way more than a year can't win. And on buying no money be a two petrol so. Now, 11 the net target here for when it's like on for a target petrol, the Anyasa. Danny, deck. Your money through petrol so no. Your ton war a year trasaco. And also here for ya. Then my mom for still a mope one city. A chain 11. Mama mam for India. Kill a betia. Kill a betia. Now, some man for any yanti or money batiano. Now, more we chrome for. Send them come on with the buyer and say, Ibrahim Mahama for you good. Most or some good, no. Was this any na? It made this uncle money be. You drew up the more can make mecca. Coffee. One more and one more say, you can't say, Ibo need being swabba. Will be critiquing the what is the position of the law? And Marana said, the warrior and a say, interior minister, and you didn't come away there so Pamwa branch and deportuno. It was a Citizens Act in Act of 2000, Act 751, 759. Then you know, it will be intimate and the bedding common no. Ghana for you now, Mubayoki. Lecture number, maybe didn't come out. Some more near no. America for the banner to visitors. Maybe canwa. So could you try black wine? It knows some of justice. You want the America for you and the Becca Korean. I fed and the war through the trio. And new ras were not in tribute. A fear January doom. A fear January doom. Ban no cronaba. Mecania dimatum. Hey, now one more, you know, almost say, your friend say, small scale miners. Almost so come. Said they say some jam fee at a gold nabwa for. The Mama Canwa. Akusia, a general. Bekai. No manti. After one more come said, dear bay. You, when you say, ya. Tea about this uncle when you're not sure. And the same Kwan Masakoda, Akokora, Makoema Fusu Kakra, Makodi my handsome Kakra, my politics Kakra, my Kuma, just a demi. Mosa Yamia Beba. For the people. A general, Uber raising me. I didn't see. Contompa by Jandam for by Jandama by headquarters. Propaganda flow. Propaganda flow. I for NDC for okay, hold on. Where the NDC headquarters? And a second floor on the actual day. Propaganda department. And I'm going to someone agenda. And one more department propaganda. Yenchi.
Politicians, oh.
That is about you.
Who department for propaganda? I swear. Politicians, oh.
And when the NDC headquarters. And a propaganda department wo na momfa ba yi na additional na monhwe propaganda mania asemo anya no kure na abeka ma na ye no kure na me ko bia ni kira adasa ne sa asem no sa rantie na adasa di mi matem mo nkwasiafo
propaganda second
dek be bia manfo ne ne bia na fi wi ani abedi matem another reason why be wa
microphone
why ya
NDC phone
why be wa
kim
sa
we man bia oye dollar ho propaganda na CC ni so sa command isi a o kim say
dani obi ya dollar on propaganda
man ni kim
any ahwe ani ahwe say o kim say
NDC ungrateful
ungrateful
Pulling agents now, Mudi Omokot now. So when you're pulling agent, Mobaji Omudin, Nemuni Omakasada.
wo betu abanetia mo members nankasa mo party for NDC for nankasa se won to mo nko abrekuma no for na mo nko ye mo ber mo ntena engineer mo nko na mo nko ye chairman say do get ya go and check what is happening on the ground and you say Rabna will lose na be ye nudu asiama omo influence from abuso kan kokompe atia so kokompe and mo call off kokompe for na say one person will be one NDC no grow hobby because of idea GR for the year. One more take Baba Sadek Tio, and I'm modern call for Baba Sadek Entertainment. Then I'm Baba Sadek. How can you people be so wicked? Today, more we need it. From 1 year, it's any the president and Kasako no door to door. Oh, to me, the answer for the to me. Yeah, Grigi, move from Mabina, bonnet to me now, but there be people were working behind. A man for ye, Juma, a man for ye, Juma. He says some of the dormers and a man dormers. Do a rabbiner, some of my rabbiner position.
Universal. Abranti, yeah, but two about me who said, no, yeah, Jumapa. Now, Oba as neutral. And I am a hard one. What's a mimi, my name is Okatakyie. Namidi MPP in Diamepe. Where would be that son is only neutral. I feel we are no more, we more some chairman or medical and cratch from the MPP. No, and they say, watch them and this in account. Yeah, you should anchor radio be a Q-net for it was a formunia 6 months, a formunia. Domain market for no. Okay, Nampany Fobu, Bessa de Akushia Cana, or chain or bebre. Nabomophone, so mobile why, papa. Nayan can say, yeah, expose waha. Efa a ambulance service, and then you bring a Pamu ambulance service. We are here to serve the people. Yeah, the doctor Sansa at the announce. Monkey records no. Yeah, can't have be and correct records. Yeah, we ambulance service you in somewhere at the buy. Ya Pamono. More fire. Now, my car sent me 3-4 months ago. And they have a man for no hunu. Say, baby, I'm a chairman hunu ye. And I feel a man for Mohuna Moka was exactly. Muntiam you, na make no crena actually. Precisely. You know, where is me? Na Kasongo Yasi Akotoka man. 40 feet container. Samija Mfia Kotoka man. Danny. You one can pay us. I mean, say, Yana Same Asimano. If it's what talk Camry, Sana, you by inference. You walk and Yana San walk on what talk Camry, a man. Yentino, Yentika Sungo. Danny Bome Bovidio no. Danny Bovidio near Kasungo. Why? Such a cheap guy. What we are seeing in our Camry.
It's my bambe, me can't tape from where my light one be war. Okumangra. Yamia da Roma. What you say? Inti, when you ever be a wedgman. And my baby to a brute. Maybe I make a wedgman kakra. Maybe a wedgman. Ubi antia lawyer Samijan from me. Now one can tell us Okumangra. But then I say papa, Yami Winshano. Now one year talk. It's my bambe, me can't tape from where my light one be war. Okumangra. Yami da Roma. What you say? Inti, when you ever be a wedgman. And my baby to a brute. Maybe I make a wedgman kakra.
Yo, Danny Friso, such a cheap guy. So all it takes to put a smile on your face at this age is a Toyota Camry. All the noise. All it takes to put a smile on an idiot's face. Precisely. It's Toyota Camry. And there's the character who goes around insulting Okatakyie Afrifa all the time. Such a character. Dek. Kwasi ayo. Ebi ya wo twuma da pa na. Chese de be me na ni agye Toyota Camry. Na samegya mfi ne toma wo. Samegya mfi ni pay ni yesen. Bi wa chance chese ye $10 ni ye cheka.
More fire.
Mini hweka. They were such a character. He sits down and insults Kazechi. Ufu say. Our black Toyota Camry wa chena me bufu abetimi atiska atobi ache wo. Ochena me da sori na bufu abetimi ati Toyota Camry aboso aye 300,000 Ghana cedis.
More fire.
Betimi atobi ache ochena. Ufu say. So I no di me matem. Wo fu say.
Ade fo pa.
Ade fo ni be ma.
Osanso koyeka ati.
Okoyeka ati gufu.
Oyeka ati.
Kasogu.
Jedo ezu ase yo. Ba go bi atade na hyeme no oba bi ne pam ye no de abeche. Na your friend is just be. And why no ska de chempo asem dodo. To apam ba ko bi ne yi na. Ba ko bi opam the military general for the we MPP for the no on the 19th and me hye. Na military general am gina mu. Ai ye ko ho. Bibia no e be stop. Na be say just be pam atade ma wa. 0243 008 119 0243 008 119 eti corner just be pambi show why and they run no momo deliver here kama
Oh fire
and then san of pa wo ba no apam ne san we anwumere sim wiam kotena ba bi man say say be wie say why general
oine
ma wie ti yanko ya samso na first topic o si amfa de here
eja okayo say traveling ban ebe kayen.
Okay, so first of all, me ba can assembly. More say video no. Then if you have the video, some 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, me can be chiram say ade na okuje try ni trimu say mirror of justice. Any America for ne year. Yet you say na Donald Trump. E can say we yi USA the free Africa for. Ana so one chiase. Mami omo so they will hear from us. Hey, chai wo ye no. Wentie. South African president and so South Africa. Okoye Donald Trump Jojo no. Yatia na Mama so na no akotum Donald Trump ade no de nyansa bia ni ase hey. Munya de mu ye no na mu kura diplomatic passport. Eti de mu ye na nkamo. Hey kwasi manu. Ya mansa. Wana beka no.
Precisely.
Yaka omanti. Okuja to ablakwa. Yatia was your makoklosi Washington deben. Let me see. Hey, diplomatic circles, we don't behave like that. When you behave like that, that means you are being hostile towards the host nation. Maybe can you? Na manfo ni twama da pa. Muntie de meka na no why? Muntie kakra na kasama bre. Muntie. Travel ban. Say now the United States are banning countries. Be say mo mumura ho. And they say almost say review 36 countries. 36 countries and Ghana to 16. Trump administration considers adding 36 countries, including Ghana, to its travel ban. Why ye na nti say wa wo pa America akọ no. Say Trump the Ghana for kan wa wunya bi nkọ. Munu ya no mo ho nsusu wo ba Ghana ontimi nkọ biu. Donald Trump ade a wo pese wo ye no no. Ani ebusa say na ade na wo pese wo ye sa. Dani you America ya wo pa ko nya bi nkọ. America so the heaven on earth. Hey, wonko bi am obi nkikan kwase asem nkyerɛ. America nko, wo mo ma nko. Yo, Dani bra back. Fenti when I'm kokaye. Se ban ne beba. Kofi de wo mo ne se. Ye fra bibi a non-immigrant visa. E be a B1, B2. B1, B2 near the all call for tourism. The all call for business. Any idea? Who we answer you K3 ni K2 ni one. Na students tieni ho. I had ne hard granny. 10 years. B1, B2 no. Maybe J media somewhere 2020.
Exactly.
First one. And only a amount of 5 years. Multiple entry. Nemo ye entry bianwa. Obedi 6 months. No aba no asa ya another multiple entry. And yes, so could you talk about so in diplomatic circles, we have something called reciprocity. So reciprocity in said you will behave towards us and said you behave towards you. And Ghana for America forward you say, oh yeah near no oh free oh American now bar. You ma 5 years multiple entry. And America for some 5 years multiple entry. You so could you try in the true mirror of justice. I got Chorocrata say free na de kono. America for a year in idea or mobile almost 3 months single entry. TNU America for bar or almost 3 months single entry is how the visa ninya kokrumo now pie kromwa untimi fanko bio nemom de ekura menu ameno say nyamencha de nanu ya na msa kwaje 5 years so sa 5 years ubetimi de akwa akopimisa 5 years ne beso multiple entry and the America for say and am okuje to ablakwa any president behavior any vice president in all non-immigrant visas all non-immigrant visas B1 B2 K3 deba nyina no e say yebema 3 months pe nemo ma single entry first near ma 5 years multiple entry and okuja to ablakwa behavior nti ni yete one American senator bi ekotworo bi between the social media and okuja to the foreign affairs in social media chance wording with them me hu ye nka the number 1 diplomatic agent of this nation how you okuja to ablakwa akiyanka sakasabasa okuja to ablakwa say American senator bi akwa akoka bibi no akotworo brofo na we are sovereign nation na sovereign day na dem you can dictate to us sovereign nation so you are to about ogeism what you want me and declare our stance o sovereign o yenda bay okuja to so you sovereign nation da bay brofo akotworo ni o nemo mu kwa in diplomatic circles so we are foreign affairs minister you are not on the same rank with any senator of a nation because the number 1 diplomatic agent is the president, followed by you. And in diplomatic circles, you say ensign grow at the pain. It will be a president or deal with the president of another nation, or be a vice president or deal with the vice president of another nation. Whereas if you're a foreign affairs minister, by diplomatic immunities and diplomatic circles, you only deal with the foreign affairs minister of the nation. And so could you to Ablakwa or to social media obia can be no responding. What kind of diplomacy is this? What kind of wacky diplomacy is this? And then they had going to say, you were J1 and F1 visas and M1 visas. And will be a walk suyadi and ye demano and canteteno. And apart from some way, win. Nanka uko suyadi say 1 year or 2 years old. Yamau a yes, 1 year no. Near multiple entry. And no kuja tonse muna wako dinti. America force wo kwa kosua dio unkosua dio J1 visa F1 visa ye be ma 3 months single entry it is a wo start school from August our university Temple University our Harvard our Henfa na say from August September 1 month October 2 months November 3 months meanwhile school ebe wie as a December. But per a year okuja 20, and then you are supposed to go up to November, come back and come and reapply. You are not even sure the date you are about. Okuja trouble catch your mama one of the people will be good no. And no okuja trouble 20. Students here American University in 3 months as well back. Now sabe reapply. Na meno kase kurani even so benya even date. Ubenya date kwa kufi eyasemu. Enipa nya date. Suku bebie wa America as of August. But then no kosa okupe date. Sometimes unya a year October, unya no December ni ade. And no cry problem in yan sovinwe. And no could the behavior. Meno kase America force we student when you student. Ombema a year 3 months with single entry. And because of reciprocity, said you behave towards us, and you behave towards you. It's more America, want to margin. And the Makaha, more pescu aqua, Kovi, Nani Mumranchen Maba way pescu aqua. How could you try block your chance? Catch them, Sadiano could you? We don't do it in diplomatic circles. Kasaba. be able to say why campaign. Semhunu, now we are a sovereign nation. Sovereign nation. On paper, you are a sovereign nation, but in reality, you are not. Sovereign nation, by who sovereign nation, dear by the way.
Sovereign.
Meroman.
Buga.
Facebook.
Etina, open school aqua. Obenya 3 months. Single entry. Obi. Yeah.
Aqua de Azumah E&P. Akofa Semaba.
It's a serious issue. Business. First, 5 years. And then because of this behavior, when you say business here, it's also baby reapply. It's your visa fees. First, you 5 years. Put your visa fee 1 for 5 years, and then because of that, 3 months. Be also put your visa fee. And visa fee now go to your media 2,300 Ghana cedi. Yes. It's every 3 months. Be also go to your visa fee. And watching an emergency meeting. You need to have a meeting with the ambassador of US. Because how they will block the chances of a branch and mabo move school. And okophobia file when your school did that. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that. What you are doing, you owe your mum for. Because in Crawford filing your school, you are denying them access with your behavior.
Exactly. So
not fire.
I never know.
Reckless man.
I never knew man amoyan tantantansa. I remember when. Dek. I remember can come back in
Not fire.
As a social media now, but telling so and we've partnered with this. There be our partner with this, our partner. And so what you makura was warrior. And we've partnered. Create 2,000 jobs. You're creating jobs in social media and showing you reality.
It been the form.
Jabano.
It been the form. Azumah be in the form.
Jabano. Kofi. Jabano. Okuja troniama. We na mo so amemo kankan we so.
Reckless people.
More fire. I bend them all.
America. Baby, I do. Why?
Fire.
No, I'm telling you. And it's a serious issue because of students. Because of students. Imagine when you're university, now oko, near so called 3 months single entry. It will not could do one time our faithful self free or minimum bra, never reapply. As to date, I be saying you craft for a year appointment requires some. What kind of nonsense is this?
Reckless.
Country I wouldn't see.
What Yanam catch us and you never mind the Asamaba. That's why you're hostile bit towards America because I know Kwame Nkrumah nation and Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah and the foreign policy was we neither face west nor east. We face forward. It's why Kwame Nkrumah nation. You are becoming hostile towards Americans because Mojo is so beautiful and you're catered for and you're accommodated for. Same funu. I don't know.
Fire no.
I don't know kind of moya na sa. I will be anti kasa. I don't know. I go just sawa. I don't know kan be no moya na sa. But students and watch room sa. I don't know. Dek.
Fire.
School for no be chire wo. And that's where my worry is. I don't know.
Business force.
Already nanka so kofi even so benya appointment date kwan. Akwa watch be school be August. And no back American there's a backlog. Appointment in October, in November, in December. And no quite by this time you should have engaged the American embassy, the ambassador, and tell them say, what do you mean you know? Some friend of woody. What's that? I'm so waiting in a wood in social media.
Fire no.
And I'm not a senator. Like a foreign affairs minister. You are not on the same level with a senator.
More fire.
I never knew my phone where I
Fire no.
Me who ye ka foreign affairs minister of America and a can be no akwa yina no. Secretary of State, US Secretary of State, and I can be no akwa yina. If say you are on the same pedestal with the US Secretary of State. I never knew diplomacy can kind of way sir. I never know. Diplomacy can kind of. I was just a you saw your foreign affairs minister. It's a good deal. That's not a joke. Now, what is social media and I would do foreign affairs in social media? No, I you know make calls. And I may call from. Hello, is that you? What you man no? What you man no? I never know.
More fire.
You're right, mama. I call you. I'm telling you. If there's so person who know he need 3 more someone, this is the guy who is dealing with foreign countries, and on the international plane, you know you can never do away with America. You know, no matter how you guys want to tilt towards the Soviet and China, you can never ever do away with America.
More fire.
Never can kind I never know. Okay, today never can come better. Me and me you for some sort. Come on, get serious. It's a school for the better school.
What your school fees in
your two school fees, you know. That's many Abraham make any idea someone.
What ya? What ya? Scan quarter that.
Maybe you $36,000 and in a China for 1 year now what would this watching a meeting with the American ambassador. Let us revert this thing.
Precisely.
More fire.
Told him.
More fire.
Uniform na fast how brand to be so I say well yeah Igbo king no said and if I never to so and I drew her now I come from market because I want him to hear what we are saying. We are a nation of laws.
Precisely.
And we are very courageous people.
Exactly.
We are not people that can be walked over anyhow anytime. You don't come to our nation and begin to behave the way you want and expect that we will succumb to this nonsense. What is the position of the law? We've lived with our brothers from Nigeria, time immemorial, more than 100 years. How's that for Nikruma? Now I want to build my easy one, and to think that he even calls himself a doctor. Let us find out. Scuba and Okoya, friend or doctor. JTech for write to him and ask him. Which school did he attend that he calls himself a doctor?
Fire no.
We've been free, we've been living peacefully with our brothers from Nigeria.
Precisely.
All of a sudden, you are becoming impulsive. You are imposing yourself on the people. And the people naturally will rebel. What kind of nonsense is this? Now, young go back in year Shadia. Ekofi 1970. 69 year to and you the Buzia a buy. Buzia buy and Ekufuado Papa. Ekufuado Papa na year a executive secretary, a president. And Buzia prime minister. No one no buy and was say Ghana no Nigeria for na Giafa. Sasa time Nkrumah yen was any one Africa ne de ben eti any ye body ye bie ne sa na Nigeria for ne me no ka say Accra New Town wa manyine kakra ne afro Lagos Town meboa mo tira nkanye sa na ne afro if say na Lagos of Nigeria for nyina age wafa emre bia atwam wo gofi uduro kan hye ne wan yadea o ma no mu businesses wo ho mo ye anwuma pa no yi kwofo ne kakra bi ne aka nyina Nigeria for ana ye ne ade na busia bai no se de bi the economy na kwa kodi Nigeria for ne for which reason there must be some policies that seeks to protect the Ghanaian people.
Precisely.
And what was aliens compliance order. Yeah, near twisty history. Now, as the word says, aliens compliance order. Now, it wasn't an expulsion order. Say, it's a biomun soden kwane sa mon soden ko. Uye obeti yeso, ye pamo Nigeria for so monko. Ya ne kan pamo Nigeria for. Busi aban ne say. Mo ye ne ade ade mo ba bet ji o man no. Accra New Town, mo friend Lagos Town. Businesses in nyina magic. Nemo we need to regulate you people. And for that matter, Wakoye no kofa aliens compliance order. Say the immigration laws of our nation. We want all aliens. Mo free baby aba. Mo be comply with the regulations of our nation. The immigration laws of our nation. So that was the motive of the aliens compliance. It is about now my mudia. And ya mrane wo my mu. We are Nigerian new. We are Lebanese new. It wasn't even just Nigerians. Lebanese people had taken over, taken our market. The economy had gone into the hands of the Lebanese and the Nigerians. So Busia sought to protect the interest of the Ghanaian people. thereby introducing aliens compliance order by saying that if you will do business, there are certain businesses that has been allocated and protected for the Ghanaian citizens. For which reason, if you are a non-citizen, you cannot venture into those businesses. What was the motive? Protecting the Ghanaian.
Exactly so.
The whole motive of the aliens compliance order was to protect the Ghanaian citizens.
Precisely.
Why you near the Busia was okay, say me mamubre a certain duration of time for which some na a follow compliance. Compare open citizenship koko pebi. Say open green a stay no koko pebi. Sometimes Nigeria for no adwo man afa. No mo dwen say Busia di ago. Ebra ye de ma wo mo say wo mo nya ne ade no mo antimi anye. No say this mo follow dia all of you vamoose.
Precisely.
No pamo wo mo. It's your aliens compliance order. It wasn't an expulsion order. It wasn't that or sorry and was money now. One more time was a monfanya bibi near there. No more corner immigration for and document him. After you did more so money and a buzia, a pamu, almost any monko. Nagana for hunto. Since then, Yanena Mua by your mutala time, a Nigeria president, 1982. Satam oil boom yabama, Nigeria, no ye bibi or honey. Ana Ghana phone nyina kwa gegi. If it's a Nigeria phone any akoshe oil no so your friend a Dutch disease. Omudi economy ni be bebre no. Na omumpe teaching any artisanal ni ho awani nya no omumpe. Enti omo ye ni ade deck. Ana ko wie se. Ghana phone teacher fo. Ghana phone mason fo. Ghana phone artisans ni nyina edwane ko Nigeria. Na Ghana phone teacher phone no abene. Enti omo kodia na Nigeria phone ntimi compete with them. It's by 1982 no. Na Ghana for no jig Nigeria for ni nyuma na afa. Ya na the high life by no mesua. Nyama bebre ya na the ko no mesua. Hip life is start free. As on to start free ni no mesua. But we behave like brothers. Nigeria and Ghana. Wa mo so ya no mo se mo baji enwuma dia. And Ghana must go. Late 1982. No mo pamo Ghana for nyina ha. And nkonti magu yeso. Nearby. Since then, we've all come to an agreement that we will live peacefully in this country. And we woke up one day. A certain individual called Igbo Deben Ken. Dr. Izzy Deben. All of a sudden says that I have come to Ghana. I have been made a king of Igbos. And for that reason, I am building my kingdom. What nonsense kingdom is that? Kingdom where? First of all, we are going to look at even assassin also they build the kingdom. Let us look at the position of the law when it comes to the constitution. Does the constitution allow non-citizens to be able to acquire land? Claiming I have bought lands. You have not bought any land. Even the concept of buying land. There is no way a non-citizen of our nation can buy land. It will be leased to you. And then if I make a constitution in Article 266 near Guardian, what nonsense is that? Then you are imposing yourself on the people. If you want to lead your people, a settler community, there is nothing wrong with it. I was so be your hinia. Ya what the constitution it children were your hine. You will be Article 277. Who is a chief in this country? Nemo Miansha Article 2661. Or see no interest in land. Dani Izumi now so Kramaman for Nkami. Was she be ana? Dani Izumi no Nkami. We are Nigerian, we are Lebanese. Constitution in the say, my create any interest in land and more freehold interest. Freehold in the say word forever and ever. What's BBS so Constitution Article 2661. What's no interest in land in or right over any land in Ghana shall be created, which vests in a person who is not a citizen of Ghana, a freehold interest in the alien land Ghana.
Exactly.
So by building kingdom. Then we are assassin. Me and farmer in perpetuity to any non-citizen of our nation. Which nonsense? It's kingdom no go building all day. Now that if I go to near reading ready, Clause 2 say, or say an agreement, deed or conveyance, or whatever of whatever nature, which seeks, contrary to clause 1 of this article, to confer on a person who is not a citizen of any Ghana, any freehold interest or rights over any land is void. It is a yama a freehold a conveyance be a deed of conveyance. You can't deed of conveyance. Akrata now to as I said. Nasa sakrata no. E ma okwan say oh ye dia ma afebo Constitution clause 2 say a void.
Precisely.
Ye twam. And even time I 1992 Constitution, by 1969, any non-citizen of Ghana be no freehold interest. There was several land titles. There were Lodia title. There were usufruct interest. There were common law freehold. There were deba freehold. Nina no yes we non-citizen. After the Nyan Article 2663, Nayan reading here. It's a kingdom no building what yes. Now, where on the 22nd day of a year, August 1969, any person not being a citizen of Ghana had a freehold interest or right over any land in Ghana, that interest or right shall be deemed to be a leasehold interest for a period of 50 years at a peppercorn rent commencing. Peppercorn rent, not even a freehold lease.
More fire.
Commencing from the 22nd day of August 1969, and the freehold reversionary interest in any such land shall vest in the president on behalf of and in trust for the people of Ghana. I also have be reversionary interest. See the assassin be na se nipa ni ye mano eye saa de ye kan ya. Se nipa ni hua, it must reverse to the rightful owner. And you say will be our non-citizen bia or freehold interest in land. By the coming into force of the 1969 Constitution, Sansa City you are converting into another interest. That is a year rent. Tienyu. Nemo se nipa ni hua enkone makura ho. It will come back to the president. So the reversion in the land will come back to the president. We are lawyer for the betias. Now so the me chire me say we are Nigerian new. We are Zimbabwe new. We are Lebanese new. Embrane say see the asase mawa. We will give it to you for only 50 years. Even that minus a day. So you can hold it for 49 years. Plus 364 1/4 days. Minus a day. We are fast as anybody. So we'll be better as my task as a building kingdom. Kingdom no building for 50 years. Are you normal?
More fire.
Now, young Konian shared and for the next clause to so. No man for the reading. Also, no interest or right over any land in Ghana shall be created, which vests in a person who is not a citizen of Ghana, a leasehold for a term more than 50 years at any one time. It is as if you are a non-citizen for more than 50 years.
Exactly.
It was what building a condo was what to assassin way. Even that it is a leasehold, you lease it to the person.
Precisely.
And so be lease be mawa. So be the assassin mawa. Now say you leasehold a year transaction. Your friend will be sublease. When you are subleasing, may the assassin a year akushia. Nemo akushia person the assassin be ma a year kofi. It's a sublease. You need an express approval from menu a year the original a year owner holding the Alodia title. And yes, idea. You cannot give it's also about building a kingdom. What 250 plots. That's what the Bibema a year be what the command one. A yes, a year ningo pramprama him for no. Who are the real owners of the land? The Alodia title owners. And they also seek permission. So which kingdom is he building? Or building kingdom no way. Because when the assassin be through any other sublease agreement, you are supposed to seek permission from a year the ningo pramprama owners. So in the kingdom or building the idea. What nonsense is that? And even per the arrangement of a year constitution. Obi be sit down here. Or here permit from the assembly. After what I say, I'm going to build a kingdom and we will name this under this over this. Even naming of roads, you need an express approval from a year the assembly. Then you come here and you want to impose yourself on people. What kind of nonsense is that? You want to create confusion.
Exactly.
When you impose yourself on the people, the people naturally will rebel. Now you are trying to create some tension which is not there. We have been living with our Nigerian brothers for years. Our Hausa brothers have been here for more than 100 years. Have they come in to say they are creating their Hausa kingdom? Even Nigerians, you have different tribes and your tribal tensions. By the virtue of the fact that you are trying to raise this thing as if Ghana is in support of Igbos against Yorubas, Igbos against other tribes, you will be creating a certain tension in Ghana we are not ready for. And it's a threat to our national security. What kind of nonsense is this? Then you come into our nation. And even when they have told you that what you are doing, it has the tendency of raising tribal tensions. And then there's a video that this guy came to answer. And if you look at the arrogance in which he was speaking, as if he owned the country, saying that what you are saying is a hate speech. Nonsense, my brother. What kind of nonsense is that? Nobody hates Igbos. Nobody hates Yorubas. Nobody hates houses. We are only saying that don't impose yourself on the people. And stop being arrogant. You come to people's land, you disrespect them. And when the people are complaining, you come in and some arrogance. There's a hate speech.
Tell us what is going on.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana.
Okay, so Danny, hold on. Pause with me. So of course you're asked to a question of whether you're chief of Igbo community or not. There is a case called Rimoshi. The courts have settled that when it comes to say, and conform year to Kotna, a Kotna baby, Esi and Yakandinibia would do manim. Sabaya or Chanaka will be the Bonia, you bet me a Tracy. A Tuko do America, you were Santa Fohino in New York, you were this, you were that. Sanian and Momu free through her bass and Timemqua, you Mosi for him, you were Alaba for him, you were this, you were that. There is nothing wrong with it. Exactly. So if by any chance you are an Igbo man and there are Igbos in our country, for which reason they've elected you to be their leader, be their leader. And stop this arrogant way of imposing yourself on the people. And now many are just smart work or chance. Where's who or bow a year Igbo hine? But you want to get Juma. I never was the same. What home am Obiaba or so a hine war man? No war bone so hine ni bi. No one could to him. But you're smart enough to that going to say, dear Nana So if you are a leader, even that you are not a chief, listen to me properly. Who qualifies to be a chief? Danny, let's go and educate this guy under Article 277 and let him know who is a chief in our land. What the Constitution requires. Now, when it comes to definition of a chief, per Article 277, in this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who, hailing from the appropriate family and lineage, has been validly nominated, elected, selected, and installed, enscanned, or installed as a chief or queen mother in accordance with the relevant customary law and usage. So you are not a chief. And Rimosi case has established that. That it's not a chief properly so called. When you are a leader of a settler community, you cannot call yourself a chief. Then let's go to section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. That is Act 759. What it says. If somebody is not a chief and a person calls himself a chief, it is an offense. Per section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. A person who acts or performs the functions of a chief when that person is not qualified to act. Being a chief assumes a position that the person is not entitled to be by custom. You have committed a crime. So you cannot be calling yourself a chief in our nation. Talk less of saying that you are a king. What nonsense king is that? My brother, don't come to our nation and show us some disrespect. And we are not timid and cowards like that. Don't do that. We want to live peacefully with our brothers. I sometimes even feel like the Igbos have the same spirit as that of Asantis, because they are very dominating characters. Whenever they get to any place, they are very dominating. So I like my Igbo people. You get a point? For which reason, at some point, even people used to call me Chino doing KDS 111. My friends used to call me that. So don't come and create tensions between us when there is none. Imposing yourself, I'm the king of Igbo, and nonsense. If you were a leader of the settlers community, shut up and be the leader. And stop this arrogance of I am the chief, king of them and them. Kingdom where? We have fought for lands already. Ningo Pram Pram, it belongs to families.
Precisely.
So where are you going to build your kingdom? And who is going to allow you that? Are you waging war? The only way you can do that is by war of conquest. Have you fought any war? Who is going to allow you to build a kingdom? Where did you fight? Where did you fight to get kingdom? My friend, stop this nonsense. You are a brother, but stop this nonsense. Don't come to our land and begin to shove on our face some arrogance as though we are some coward and timid people, for which reason you can walk in and do anything you like. You need to stop calling yourself a king. You are not a king. You are not even a chief. Don't do this. We want to live with our Nigerian brothers in peace. We love them. They love us equally. All of a sudden, you are trying to show some tensions and all that. Now to the Interior Minister, if by any means possible, this guy is going to raise tensions between us and Nigerians, and the people are not happy. The Ghanaian people are not happy. So if this guy is going to raise, please, I don't know whether he is even a citizen of our nation. I learned he's been here since 1995. If you have been here since 1995, the assumption is that you've been able to acquire some citizenship in terms of being a Ghanaian. Even that, the Citizenship Act, 2000, it shows who qualifies to be a Ghanaian. Whether you can speak properly a native language. An Igbo language is not part of our language. So we are telling you on authority, Interior Minister, if it's possible, deport him. You shouldn't come and raise any tension between us and Nigerians. We love our Nigerian brothers. Your arrogance and your stupidity cannot raise any tension between us. If you are the leader of Igbos, shut the fuck up and be leader of Igbos. Don't be calling Ghanaians and say, I have honored you, I have titled you, gift you, carrying yourself as if you own the land. You don't own any land. You don't own any land. Even on one Kasane brothers from a year, Kumasi. And then Bofidio and the brothers from Kumasi.
Ezeibu controversy, Ezeibu saga that's going on in Accra. Ghanaian youth protesting in Accra. I don't know when it happened, whether it was new or whether it was just an old video. But our stand here in Kumasi, Ashanti region, is that we owe our allegiance to the Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, the Ashanti Hine. Igbos don't have king in Ashanti region here, and we don't recognize anybody as the king of Igbos in Ashanti region. In any part of the world, there must be Igbo community as a kingship of Igbo. In Ghana here, we are not part of it because we have our king in Ashanti region. That is Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II. And we are making everything possibly best not to allow this protest or this any of these things come to Ashanti region here. So it's my advice to Ghanaian youth: you have to think before you act. Ezeibu controversy, Ezeibu saga that's going on in Accra. Ghanaian youth protesting in Accra. I don't know when it happened, whether it was new or whether it was just an old video. But our stand here in Kumasi, Ashanti region, is that we owe our allegiance to the Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, the Ashanti Hine. Igbos don't have king in Ashanti region here, and we don't recognize anybody as the king of Igbos in Ashanti region. In any part of the world, there must be Igbo community as a kingship of Igbo in Ghana here. We are not part of it because we have
Danny, it's okay. Now let's come in and let me speak directly to you, my brother. What is his name? I learned Dr. Ezie BBB. You are not even, I don't know where you got your doctor title from. Let me tell you, we are a nation of laws. You came into our country. I believe so strongly that every person on the African continent is welcome to our nation for one reason. I am a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the unification of our land as a one people. But until so, when you come to our land, which our forebears fought for, you don't come in and show us disrespect. And when you have shown us disrespect, and the people are calling on you to do the right thing, you don't begin to pull in the hate speech. Precisely. That type of hate speech. Then it's a video now. Bring it back and let me speak to him. Say that is xenophobic. So you are trying. Let me speak to him.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana.
You are not a chief of Igbo. You are the leader of Igbo communities. You are not a chief. Stop calling yourself that. You are not, and you can never be. The Rimosi case is very assertive on that. You are not a chief because there is no bloodline in Ghana here that you come from as a chief, as a royal. There is no ethnicity in our nation called Igbo. Now, when you happen like that, even when you are dead and gone, you'll be creating chaos between the Igbo communities on our land because you'll be willing it to your kid. Whereas when it comes to leadership of this nation, it is by election. So don't be calling yourself a chief of this, chief of that. You are a leader of the Igbo community. If they've elected you, shut up and be like that and stop this nonsense.
I had the same story. A lot of people have been calling me, sending me links from Ghana. He's called Amma Observer, and a certain guy also called Nitete. Nitete speaking Ga, and I'm speaking English. And I've been watching those links people have been sending to me. I ignored them. The reason why I ignored them.
See the exhibition of arrogance as if he owns the people. My brother, you don't own anybody in this country. I'm telling you. We love our Igbo brothers, but don't begin to create these kind of divisions and arrogance. It will erupt a bad energy in the Ghanaian people. When it does, there will be tension. And I'm saying to the Interior Minister, if the actions of this guy is going to cause chaos between us and our Igbo brothers, deport him. Let him go to his country. If you have given him citizenship by registry, we can revoke that citizenship and take him to his land. Don't come and create any nonsense between us and our brothers from Nigeria. What is that?
Saying it's never true. How come a blogger will sit down to say that Igbo King in Ghana bribed Ghana Traditional Council for them to induct?
So let's put it on record. Pause there. Let's put it on record. The Ghana Traditional Council has released a statement. You should stop calling himself like Igbo King. And I think it is in order. Thank you, the Ghana Traditional Council. Ningo Pram for also issue statement. Minister of Interior, deport this guy. Deport him. Because he will create chaos between us and our Igbo brothers. Deport him. Deport him. We want to live in peace with our Nigerian brothers. We want to live in peace with our Yoruba brothers. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Hausa, we want to, whether from Warri, wherever you are from, we want to live in peace with our brothers from Nigeria. Don't begin to bring this superiority complex over us. What kind of superiority complex is that?
Diaspora throne in Ghana. How can somebody who say that the Igbo chief in Ghana and all the Igbos are 419, that we used 419 system to bribe the council for them to induct us? First of all, that is a hate speech. Secondly,
okay, so hold on. So you see what he's trying to do. That is a hate speech. So he's trying to incite the brothers, the Nigerian brothers, for them to think that there is Ghanaians raising hate speech. Listen, this guy is a very dangerous character. We can't have him in our nation. He's a very dangerous individual. This is not hate speech. This is you disrespecting the people. This is you being in the face of the people. And the people are calling on you to stop being in their face. Stop imposing yourself on them. And you say it is a hate speech. Who the hell do you think you are? My brother, who the hell do you think you are? You come to our land, and when you are disrespecting us, we tell you that you are disrespecting us, and you say it's a hate speech. Which hate speech? Stop this disrespect. Our forebears fought for the land that we live on. Where were you when our forebears were fighting for our land? And you come in and we are telling you that what you are doing, you create tribal tensions. And you say it is hate speech. Who the hell do you think? What superiority complex are you suffering from? Now let's move on. Let me listen to him.
The entire Igbo community and the entire Nigerians.
No. Nobody is talking about the entire Igbo community. Don't make it about entire Igbo community. Don't make it about entire Nigerians. Make it about you and your arrogance. Make it about you and your superiority complex. Don't rope in entire Igbo community. Don't rope in entire Nigerian community. These antics and theatrics, we've gone past that nonsense. We don't have any problem with any Igbo. We don't have any problem with any Hausa. We don't have any problem with any Yoruba. We don't have any problem with any Nigerian living here legitimately. But you can't come in and begin to suffer from superiority complex and say, I'm the king of Igbo and hate speech. Who the hell do you think you are?
More fire.
We are men, we are not cowards, we are not women. Now move on, let's listen to him.
She and Tete is saying what they don't know about. Number 4 is a hate speech that can even cause xenophobia.
Okay. You see. Mutaka, I think you must take you. This guy must be deported. Honorable Mutaka, with the greatest of respect, deport this guy. So when he says xenophobia, said see was South Africa. Now you pamo Nigeria and Ghana force Now this guy is drawing our minds that because we are calling him to order, then it is xenophobia. He's going to cause xenophobia. It is your reaction and the way you are getting in the face of the people that has the tendency of causing xenophobia.
That
you are suffering from superiority complex, my brother, and you better be one. We don't care. Listen. When you come to Ghana, you do what the law says. We are not me. I'm not like Captain Smart who follows the money. It's about the money for. Don't do that nonsense on our lands. We love Igbos. We love Yorubas. We love Nigerians. I have a lot of friends who are Nigerians. Don't begin to use your superiority complex to cause chaos. And it's about you. There's no xenophobia anywhere. It's about you and the way you are behaving.
Exactly. So
tell him in the face.
If you're a leader, be a leader of the Igbo communities. If you want to do your own meetings, do so. If at some point you want to do something nice to reintegrate all of them, do so. Don't come in this complex. We are going to build our own kingdom. We are going to build our own school, our own food, our own this. Then somebody was talking about Chinatown. When was the last time Chinese people said, we are going to build our kingdom? If the Yorubas or Igbos want to live in a certain community, peacefully live there. It is your problem. Must you come and shove that in the face of the Ghanaian people? If your brothers want to buy lands and live in the same community, what has that got to do with us? But don't come and shove it in our face with this arrogance that we are going to build and name it after our ancestors. Did your ancestors fight for any land in Ghana? That you want to name roads after them? We named road after Talewa by Balewa because he did something for Ghanaians. What has your ancestor done for Ghanaians? Stop this nonsense. Now let me call on our Nigerian brothers. Ghana you guys should not. Nobody should use this as a means of hating on any Nigerian. Nigerians, as every human being, you find bad people in there. You find good people in there. And because Nigerians have the numbers, their population is very huge. So the likelihood that if you are finding criminals in Nigeria, you will find 10 criminals and find 1 in Ghana is high. Because their population is very huge. So if you meet Nigerians, the same way if you're looking for good people, you'll find good people, 10 good people in Nigeria, and you'll find 1 good person in Ghana because of numbers. So nobody should start tagging Nigeria for your criminals. Please, we are one people. Just that this person cannot create any tribal tension. Mutaka, please look through his documents and if possible deport him. Let them re-elect somebody else to take over the leadership. Period. Danny, on Farasam song. Kasi ya nkola ni ukruma. Na captains ma utiri say you akoko to us we nshira ona. Mom no madwene sa sawa ni shemu se de yo. Ade ba no. Just Jesus scan ka ho.
Ote de obeko.
Kwa we ni.
Ote pe obeduru.
Memfa problem ma. Obi general.
Oyene.
Menya na men sorry. Mo se bia kam.
Ba kwa gamu.
Ade ya.
Bia kam.
Dia na kam yi.
Yesi Gonja
Roberts. Say first na ya chim ma first. No mo call ye no. Gonja Roberts aba. Omatiesi. Ofina mini hwe kan. General. One is from me. Ghana for. Almost men can Ibrahim Mahama akwaje. Okay, so you show video we. Danny. 3 months ago, and I make cancer same way. I make a muntie me. Be a metia can be answered no correct. Danny bo video na 3 months ago. Me catch Ghana for so almost share you maybe. If you go do was ya most of me candy. I didn't make
What kind of
so 3 months ago, Munchi is a video, Munchi. They say Obi planning baby. Then Komobia Koso. Omudi brigand of one is woman. And I'm a child of Dientia, a war a year I see of Minerals Commission. Near to a berry, near Pomopomon Crofo. Now you see the Jan or Onion Pamono, and young one was a Samijam fee. Na Samijam fee communications and Jabba expert par excellence. At the party anymore for 8 years they are communicating. Yam for communications who we are near the PMMC in a Kotna. Only a gold board over. Na Samu gold board so. Our bra act no a buy a setting up Samijam PMMC no. I money to me on the setting gold board. And then you are the Bako Forestry Commission. Covid. It's now no Mebeka, a Ghana flag in yellow no, which is the gold. Mebeka wants them. So much I don't know what you see at Baby or Tino. Cause game be because no more we are green now a Ghana flag anymore, which is the forestry belt. And the woman buy your friend Papa Dr. Hughes Brown, a co for an year executive secretary forestry services, our forestry commission. Omobaye, Omo elevating from a year executive secretary to see acting CE, chief executive. And it constitution on himself forestry commission. Minerals Commission, and who hears so much say or share parliament get say, or form a forestry commission, or form a Minerals Commission. Na Jomama ya DB. We need your baby on form a constitute, on form a commission, you know, and was say acting. There is no commission or the acting CE. It be force a forestry commission by the Jumano. SCA board, governing board, consisting of these people. But only the obeying one for governing board name and why acting a chief executive. So if you want to see how dangerous the plan is, in the next base 6 months to 8 months, see a forest entry permit here. Say I see a year concession. No my concession wa ebeko forest munyasa eso bi na forest entry permit na hwan na beboya me atimi execute no Hughes Brown betimi aboya na ene vote na ho na dia ti ne yahihya sa adwuma yi I see the Minerals Commission Dr. Hughes Brown the Forestry Commission you walk to gold wo and it do bema entry permit to the forest e ye ho amoa dem make what say and no near a year I see Dr. Hughes Brown a year. Obi now omoye we ni wi a na ye kwa ko pe gold no ese de koma obi ni ye ko create a ye gold board no one da no omo de ba be hye Samijam fi ase eti no mo se Samijam fi na oversee a ye the creation of the gold board omo de ba be hye na se first of all ye ka hye national aseya gold no a PMMC coffee and a per the act na establish PMMC no one more human so check the period and the assayer the case assayer export or more export gold no PMMC more export gold and as Samijam fi say or gold board in the national assayer that means you be good PMMC no after Samijam fi say the gold board is going to be the sole buyer of gold in the whole country. The danger in what they are trying to do there, you guys are not seeing it. Imagine see a better person. Not the gold of this nation. Cocoa board. It is a one now to way. The entire cocoa for a year or more. And it's a cocoa board, or world price market here. Your pen or the okay, so it's say no, we na more criminal. Sir, small scale miners na more criminal. It's man can't tell us a medium for world price market. You pen on the bedroom. And I must say world price market for good. 13,000 or the mamu 8,000. It's minya day. Danny Kosobo no munti. Kosobo. Mama no so about research no. Or no so about setting up gold board, which will behave like cocoa board. I want never to go the Ghana and it's now we a gold exporter. We need to miss our cotton gold one. It is what cocoa a world market price of gold bar. Your pen or the Bema war. I don't know you it's so dangerous. It's a bedroom baby who cast out cotton wow good. No one told my banya. It is against the law. You bet you said you know cotton cocoa or could you buy a chon. And the entire here cocoa for Danny Danny Enyana Govi General Enyana Sami Jamfia Quote Task Force so they bechiche mamfu. Also will go to them bechiche. Make can wait 3 months ago. I go see a manka. I can't 3 months ago. Afe Musa and Ibrahim Mahama Diana mekan 3 months ago. And Komobi Koso leakage baha. Me catch remo. See as share we. Afe mamfu ni dimatem. Afe muntie baby am kan Ibrahim Mahama asem. Muntie. And we see a gold in our beto. No wonder said Ibrahim Mahama interested in our box ITBU. Did you go in our one? Okay. It's Mekanya Samo Govi. Mekanya Sam. Medibe Siena Mekase. No wonder said Ibrahim Mahama interested in our box ITBU. If Senabinim Diminim. Afe Musa Ibrahim Mahama do okoje black voter go a year bia na yebenya $5 billion a free one. Ese ko Ibrahim Mahama company butum. Ani yasi wo mo Jeffrey hwan sam Azumah fa hwan fo sam anya no ne hia me. Manfo ne seka de chebe kan bi menka de be. Sadia mo peno no. Ibrahim moni bibi. Damai mines no so Ibrahim wi ageka ho wate. Mesrawa awaso Ibrahim awaso boxite wi ageka ho wate. Je manfo no je ni nyina wo wi anyina hini de yan fa ma no ko bi se we no general ba ko ne de adwoma ma e be fra ban mu no de ma no ana adwoma ma koda dweno no se da bi ma anya ne ntem na me be fra ban mu a we ya ne ansa fa ma ne we wo de man the beginning of na mamu so we won train ma be yes ya je friend nse enti we no the gold ni nyina ma no na Ibrahim wada ma ji go face de ne ka ho je Newmont de ka ho se manfo no agimi nti wogia na wochena no ma ayelegonfo cement mienu ni aboye nsema ma hwia wogia na wochena no ayi wire eye doctor akola bia ni sey ala de ko na manfo na bo mu sem hwia oyade kobi Ibrahim den Ibra Shofe eno sa wo wi na manfo no wakotwi ne brother kakra na manfo no age wa ahoro Brazil na wo kobi na nya Ibrahim ina the company Ekoje sika free merchant bank no ntia ma merchant bank gu ye be ye UMB enya Ibrahim company na manfo re refi na kanya asem ne yenka Ibrahim Mahama say sa company ni ade ne company na je o mato black voter ne be nyasa na e carry yourself $100 million from 2022 when yesika no ama manfo no time ye dey ato forcing ekoda board so wo ECOWAS a year e dey a bank of investment ye dey call ya no nya $100 million na ye den na sabisa wo kopa busi o bank ya kobi Ibrahim Mahama Oscar and so $100 million loan no from 2022 no nensa nka on his own merit so say the brother be president so say ato forcing be yi afi musi me meka de me ne hwe ka why me ne hwe ka Ibrahim ayi aluminium no jini nyina what
Ibra collect
Ibra ubia no atoka ba kwa cha Azumah Nelson onya atocha Azumah Nelson no general onya atocha Azumah Nelson manfo no be bo musam hwia na obeje $5 billion a year na oyi mu nketenkete chele gonfo echa obi ani echa ho ahonya na mani age na madwene ti sei ni
Ibra collect
Ibrahim Mahama Oscar Ibrahim Oscar no Oscar 300 million or so loan or koje the company koje ni Universal Merchant Bank then I didn't see me ya na problem market for ne so sane businessman bia no ode ne botum ska into koje loan na loan no ka ba koje a ye hwa wo investment ni a hwa wo sika wo ni a de bia to so ma se ni loan na Ibrahim Mahama wo sika ye so more than 700 million in asset no wo pay loan $100 million no yes and brother ba mu ansa na set me aka shofe yes Ibrahim Mahama wo a private jet ko fina private jet ne boy say yet yana na mo ne so akoto bi say no on toy na private jet ne kura auto bia e boy $3 million ne ya teton kakra ntu betwi ti manfo no hunu Ibrahim mini we kan o fa ni nyina
Ibra collect
we are yin kakra momo. Why? Social media for momu kakra.
Na encounter free journalist no I bet now yeah pay as you go for.
It's more than a sign and network. So when you said they should come back, what were you expecting? You're in the box site, no. I found one more shaba fan no. Where they go to no moje. Say na no da mind the omaje. Ana a black vote omaje. Ibrahim and stop you ho. Genuine. And your mama say for your mama yi to so. Or say it is time that Ghanaians will own the gold. Now want to me no ya contamine no fra Azerbaijan. Your mama want to me o fra Azerbaijan na. Ana we kutonu ni. Mon kanu kure. Your mama kanu kure na munyina nso mudi nsem hurachi. Na afa yenko tie asem a your mama kan. Your mama say, Akufo-Addo ka say he is too old to be corrupt. Because no him say ni nuanom be wia ama. Dani yenche your mama on that. Na afa ye tie wia. Na ma bebusa say your mama. Wan na wia ma wo. Your mama say, Akufo-Addo say he is too old to be corrupt because he knows that his brothers will steal for him.
Exactly.
John Akaye. Nyamana meka. Na fe ye busa your mama so say why na ewiama wo. Say no na so bi enua be wiama. Now this time around why na ewiama wo.
Ask him.
Question
ask him.
Asem na ha na wo.
Yohane no.
Your Excellency, respectfully, Mameka se minchiro. Abana ye de ball techi no. What ye de kan dia ball baako. Ana wakwa aba. Ana wo nsua ahwe. Na wo ye de wo ye na. Ne bedru na mpuruka awe aba no. Te wo ye de grader ana be fa so.
Exactly.
Chi na maka wo no. Danny, video na ede tutu so last one page ni so no. Search for the one na your mama ka say Akufo-Addo say ni nuanom na be wiama no. Ni amusa your mama say wono no hwan na wiama no. Mon kana kure.
Question of the day.
Hwe page yi so.
Danny hwe page ni so the video is there.
Da ho.
Na fe yentie. Na message your mama yi, me kan se ma kire on ne. Me ni hwe kan.
Da bi o.
Opa wiama mfo no a. Fere nyina ma Oba Sharaf. Fere nyina ma Ibrahim Mahama. Na nipa mienu na de wa mamu ne bekwa wiye. Oba Sharaf and Unia Ibrahim. The people are sleeping so they can't see. But when finally they get awakened, the same way Agabi Ochedako, Bumpty, and no more Maka, Emma Akufo-Addo, Memoni, said, yeah, Sana won't soon, you know, Memona.